Hey guys, welcome to Sex Mentality on the Lifestyle Network. Super excited and honored. This is a Mothers and Daughters edition. And I'm so excited to have my daughter Jada sit beside me. And then everybody who follows me know this is my Raya, aka Nunu. And she has autism and as well as a visual impairment, and she's nonverbal, but she's still my thank you. And she's still my baby. So if you see her walking in and out, it's just what a mom's like is looking like right now with an 8-year-old. And I'm gonna let my special guest introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Dawn. Me and Aisha have been friends for a while, and I'm pretty excited to be here.
Hi, I'm Aviana, and I'm excited to be here also.
Okay, so we're gonna be tackling some mom and daughter questions. So one of the questions my daughter asked me, can she be open and honest? And yes, you can be open and honest. We're gonna me and Dawn gonna talk about y'all later, but you can be open and honest on this level. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Dawn, as a mom, do you feel like we protected our daughters a little bit more than what we would protect our boys?
I believe so. I think it's important to have some kind of balance in between, by not only teaching our daughters goals and values and things to look out for, but it's very important also to let them know in life what we're doing. It's a little bit different times than it has been. Unfortunately, it's also a little bit different of a standard between females, men. Exactly. So it's very important to try to keep a balance of protecting them and shielding them versus getting them situationally prepared for life that's getting ready to come up.
Exactly. I think society, the different times that we live in, society is a little bit different. I feel like our kids have more stuff, more so to deal with than what we have. We didn't have social media wasn't big in our time. We said we was gonna fight. It was gonna be a real fight at 3 o'clock in the parking lot at the buses. Now they're shooting up people, so it's like way different, more pressures. I feel like I raised my children equally, but I know my daughter is going to speak on that. I know that I did, of course, when it comes to the boys, when in my household, because I have my mom and my dad, of course, when my brother, he can have multiple girlfriends and it's considered a sign of endearment. Like, yes, that's my son. But of course, we as a girl, that was a no. That's like bring him right now. And my dad had shot my name Aisha. So it was real in our house. Okay. So as daughters, let's start up with Jada. How do you feel about that?
I feel like moms do have like a different standard when it comes to girls and boys, only because as it's like a different in society. Like it's a mom first time living too, just like a daughter first time living. So I feel like y'all understand each stage that a daughter go through versus a son. It's like different challenges, different obstacles for it in the face. So it's like she said, it's different.
Do you feel like I raised you and your brother equally?
I feel like he raised us equally, but it was still in a way that we both understood. Mm-hmm. But it was like different from us, so that we could both grow up in a way that we need to be, far as him to become the man that he need to be, and me become the woman that I need.
Okay. What do you feel?
For my point of view, I can't really say that. I can agree with you guys said, but I'm the only child, so it's like. When I got spoiled, I didn't have to worry about somebody else. I'm kidding. But I totally get what you guys mean. And all my friends that I talk to, they're like, oh yeah, my brother, my older brother, my younger brother, they can do all these things that I can't do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's unfair. So I get you that.
Okay. So then I'm like, how do you handle a situation and when your daughter is copying your past mistakes as a mom?
I like to think that we've, ever since she was little, keep a super open line of communication. I don't hide anything from her. A child's in a child's place. However, I'm very open with her. And we were just talking about, speaking of past mistakes, she is already ahead school-wise from where I was at a certain point. And we make it a point. Sometimes she may be considering it now, but I make it a point to let her know exactly why I ride her the way I do, exactly why I try to encourage her the way I do. She try to avoid some of my mistakes, but at the same time, simultaneously giving her the breathing room, be a teenager to figure out things for herself. And, so there's only so much talking that I can do. I can just be there to guide her and understand and explain things. And she's coming along just fine. So, we're both learning experience. And, her village is there as well. So it's balance.
When I think about past mistakes, I've done a lot. So much stuff I have shared with my kids only because I am a single mom. And so there's some things that had to be shared with them. They had to see it or understand it when they got of age. Like some things when they was younger, did I hide it from them? Absolutely. Because they wasn't at an age where I felt like they understood what was going on. They might not understood the struggles. As they got older, I did share some of my past with them so they will understand that, mom, we humans too. Like we have good days, we have bad days. Now, when it comes to their relationships, back at that. Past mistakes, they're at an age where I can't say, I don't think I can see it, but it's up to them. So I just I try to mold them to understand that, hey, this is who I raised you to be. This is your value. Do this person bring that value to you? Do this person share the ways and that I brought you up and how I bring you up now? And so, are you about to pause me? I feel like when they was growing up, well, no, maybe there was times where the lights got turned off and the water got turned off. And when they was young, I don't really know. Well, she would tell me if she remember. I don't know if they really understood or remember. Cause I can remember a time where we lived in apartments. I really don't know. I was young and the water was off. And it was off for a while, and I would go and I would take these buckets and I would go behind the building and fill up these buckets of water so that so they can be able to wash up, so they can be able to use the bathroom, but still trying to maintain that strong mom, like saying, "Oh, hey, it's okay, no, it's all right. We just gonna use this. We just gonna use this for right. You know what I'm saying? Like put the water in the sink. We just gonna wash right now. Don't worry about taking a shower right now. Don't worry about taking a bath. Like that type of stuff. We're gonna do this. And so as a mom, knowing that, I raised, of course, I never want my children to be single parent, even though AKA she's gonna be a rich one too. She said she's not happy. She's gonna be a rich one too. But my son is a dad now, so I never want my children to be the parent I was. Not that I was a bad parent. I just want them to be better. I want them to be a better version, and I want them to understand like the struggles that I hid in the past and the struggles that they see now is all for a better good. And so I think for my past mistakes, honestly, moms out there, if it wasn't for mistakes, we wouldn't be the moms that we are now. And when I became a mom of twins, that's not the norm. When I became a mom of twins at 23, a junior in college, I didn't know what I was doing. But, I had a good support system. I had a good mom to help and a sister that was already a single mom. So I watched her and I helped her with her daughters. It kind of helped mold me. So I don't never apologize, or at least I try not to apologize for my mistakes because my mistakes is who made me the mom that I am. The mistakes is who made you the mother that you are now. But I do watch them very closely. They probably call me Megan. I watch them very closely on what they're doing because I'm quick to be like, I've been there and I've done that. Don't do it, even though they be like, "Mom, you ain't never. What you know about this? You don't." But it's just a new way of doing it. Okay, come on with dime. The best we can. Okay, they doing the parties. We did the house parties. Mm-hmm. We doing come on. Back in the day when you didn't want your phone to ring because it was after 10, you would have your best friend call you. And then the guy, but now we put it on D&D. But now you put it on D&D. See, the phone go different. Like, I remember that time. Like, okay, look, call me at 10, then I would call my best friend at exactly 9:55. So that she would be on the phone My mom thought I was on my phone, my best friend, and then my boyfriend would click in, and then no, pretty smart. It's smart slick. Come on now. Yeah, I was on it. See, but now they got the D&D. Now they got the cell phone. Now they got DMs. Now they got. It's not Twitter no more. What is it? X. Okay, then don't say it like that now. Now we got TikTok. So it's definitely a different like world. But to the daughters, do y'all understand like how we was trying to help y'all out, or what do y'all feel about that? Anyway, y'all.
I feel like I do understand like how y'all was trying to help us out, but like from a daughter perspective, like for instance, me and my mom, like growing up, like in my teenage years, we kind of had a lot of miscommunication because even though we was making the same mistake, we were both learning different things from it at different times. So it's like we both didn't understand where neither when we both upset, like the communication can only go but so far. So like we wasn't really understanding each other, and it was more so like we just kind of went head to head, even though it was the same situation. But I'm happy that at the end we came to like a good communication and sit down. But as far as us making the same mistakes, it's like you said, we had to allow us to have some breathing room to learn to make those mistakes and make us learn our own ways. And we always came back and said, "Mom, you're right. Like, Mom, you're right. Yeah, I should never did that, Mom. You're right." Even though it's kind of hard for us because our ego and our pride. For me, it's hard for me to come back to like, "Yeah, Mom, you're right. You never did that. Or, yeah, Mom, you're right." Everything like that. Like Mom said everything right at that time, but we just don't really want to hear it because even though somebody's telling us the same thing, it takes us to believe it. It takes us to like know. So like, I feel like
I could say, yeah, I can agree with that. I feel like one of the big thing is I hate moms like, "Oh, I already through that love." So I'm like, I'm like, okay, like I don't want to hear it. And with me and mom, like when we definitely get in our arguments and hit head to head, there comes a point where I don't want to hear what she has to say. There comes a point where I'm like, okay, like I clear her out, and I know that's not the right thing to do, but there's a point where
I feel like moms and daughters is like a certain nerve.
yeah,
So there's so much alike. There's so much alike. You know, so much alike. It's like that dominance in head to head. We hear certain nerves, like, all communication needs to be shut out. And I feel like sometimes like we say things out of hatred, or sometimes we say things out of emotion, where we don't mean. So when we go back, it's like now it's almost too late to take it back. Because then I didn't mean to say it. That was never my intention, but it just came out and it hurt and it
yeah, but you're making them mad. You know what? Like,
But on the flip side, just as you guys come to us and go, "Hey, I can see why you said this," like we're just as proud for you guys to come to us and be able to say, "Ma, I understand why such and such." For instance, her dad died when she was 8. So technically, I have been a single mother since then. So I've had to play both roles, and absolutely understand how. So thank goodness for things to have played out as they did, because us having to provide us single parents, the structure from both sides, the two thoughts from both sides, the discipline from both sides, to balance that is quite tricky. You know what I mean? But I think we raised intelligent enough daughters to be able to comprehend and understand that. And there are some mothers and daughters out there or kids who absolutely do cannot talk to their parents, do not have open lines of communication. So, at times where you guys are saying, they're talking to you, I don't want to hear anything. I know better. Let me make my own choices. Right. When we come at you guys with this information or with this insight as to the mistakes that we have made, it is valuable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we are grateful. She can attest to this. We are grateful to be able to have those conversations with you guys. Because at the end of the day, we want the best for you. Exactly. And unfortunately, there are some circumstances where there are households where all that is lacking. They're the parents absent, or they're and can still be absent. That's a whole nother conversation. So I think it's okay to butt heads. It's okay not to agree all the time. As long as at the end of the day, everything is out of love. And what we have for you guys is just a mixture of learning things and to let you know exactly those things that we make so that you don't.
I mean, it's just, when it comes to moms and daughters, because we know each other's trigger points. So I know when it comes to Jada, we both like to have the last word. So I'm girl, I'm sick of that. Oh, baby, we will go back and forth. Like, you ever said, take the cooler? Well, cooler. Okay, well, okay then. And so that's that dynamic that we have to have the first last word. But then I'll come have to be like, well, you're not going to have the last word because I am the mother and I'm going to have this last word. And so, I mean, the fact that we're able to just sit here and talk about it is broke. It's broke because, we have been through a lot in the last couple of years where we have been toe to toe, head to head, like yelling and screaming and not communicating and crying and where the family had to be brought in and of course there was times where honestly, she probably didn't like me and because she was mad because she felt like maybe I didn't like her. Times where she felt like I brought the family in and when it should never been brought. Like we've been through a lot. However, at the end of the day, 10 toes down for each other because we don't play with each other. So we can argue on a Monday, but come Tuesday morning, if something happened, or we're fighting together. So I think sometimes moms that's watching this, we have to understand, like, yeah, we made some mistakes. Yeah, there's been bad days. Yeah, I don't know about. I have had days where I love you, good night, close my door, and I'm boo boo crying because of the weight of everything that has been. It could have just been the weight of the day. It could have just been I'm frustrated and I'm doing it. So, and another thing, as I'm, down below, I lost my mom. So now I'm in a whole new aspect of being a mom. How do I be a mom if I don't have a mom to go to? So it's a whole new dynamics go through these dynamics with my children because I didn't know how to express that to them. And I didn't know how to, and she didn't know how to express it to me. So it came out as anger. Like, I don't feel like talking to you today. In reality, I was hurting. She was just hurting. So, moms, we have to understand, like, I ain't gonna lie, our daughters are like the duplication of us, of all the attitude, everything else in our personal universal qualities, right? It's good it is. Now sometimes I have to laugh because I be like, why did you Jada, you shouldn't have said that. And then I turn around and that was good. No problem. That was good. Gotta stay right, like you, you gotta say it. But in front of people, I be like, Jada, that was disrespectful. Don't do that. That's an adult. You don't disrespect an adult. But when that person leaves, I be like, at the same time, proud. Like, I'm like, don't bring yourself. Yes, I'm gonna use that next time. Yeah. I'm gonna use that one next time. So it does come to that. Yeah, anyone else in there? Honestly, like I feel like me and my mom, as she said, like our relationship has came a lot of growth. As far as like we went from like arguing, going head to head, like just being angry. Like when I lost my grandma, I didn't really know how to communicate. I was angry, like at the world, like I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just shut everybody out. I let depression, anger, let everything take over me. It's like I understood that she was going through like our hurt was different, so we didn't really know how to communicate to each other our hurt. Like, we didn't really understand. Like she lost her mother and I lost my grandmother. So it's like it was a different type of hurt, so really didn't understand. Yeah, I feel like I can relate to that a lot. Like I lost a lot of people over the past. She also lost some people. Like, I kind of have to look at it from her eyes and not just mine being selfish. Right. I'm not with grief. So like when I find out something, it's like, okay, I know it. I'm gonna go to my little corner and not tell anybody. So it just I think it takes a lot out of somebody to build a good bond with anybody, especially their mom. In any kind of aspect, for instance, we were joking the other day. We have a cohort, and as she's growing up, as she's about to go off to college in a couple of years, I don't play. You get them intuition hairs on the back of your neck. You at a place that you roll with somebody. I don't care what the situation is. Okay, if it goes off out of my phone, yes, so little things like that. And from school,
she's still in school, and of course, all over the place, and school shootings and
Yes.
I don't understand why my child is more worried about getting shot at school than failing a test in school.
Yes.
However, we have stuff in play for that. So I think open communication is
Right.
very important. Even when that communication is off, you still know, right, I need cooling off time, I need to separate, and it is like you said, you guys was serious stuff. We will completely split, completely both be quiet and our own thing after saying our piece. Right. We'll come to each other, probably not the best,
Right.
but we allow each other the time to cool down. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it does not work. But the pride is there, the motivation is there, the love is there, right? And the day to make it all work. So,
I think sometimes daughters, nieces, whatever. Sometimes even though we mad at you guys, we still gotta be alone. So every moment, like, oh, she be done piss me off, girl. Man, I be done call Kareem. Look, guess what your niece said? She had the audacity to, and then 5 minutes later, I go push open her door. You hungry? What you doing? What you want to eat? I'm gonna go buy me my friend. Because in my mind, I can't stop.
right.
Because I'm going to jail. And I'm still, but she's still my child. So I'm mad. And I know, she know I'm mad because I could have came back with food and threw the food. Here, just eat that burger. So, you feel mad and you still be mad and you may get, y'all may get on our nerves or we might be tired, but we still gotta be, at the end of the day, the bills are still due. The household is still gotta be taken care of. Making sure that, it doesn't matter how old y'all are. Y'all about to, they are about to be 20. You're about to be a graduate. Oh my God, I remember when you was, okay, I'm not even gonna show my age. But, now that our children is about to see but we still do it. A prime example, and Jada's gonna laugh at me. I went to Jada's football game. After the food, and after the game, one came back. At first, I took 1,000 pictures. Not that. What was my statement? Just your best friend, not me. I took a whole bunch of pictures, but it's just that every time he hugged me, I'll say, "Do it again." Hug me. Hug me again. Front of his TV, babe. There, she hugged me. You love me? I love you. Hug me again. Because I don't see him. I don't know the moments. And so, like, she won't be hugging me. That's maybe. I figured that. So, and then this year, of course, she's a typical twin. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get scared. Do it again. All the way up to the bus door. And then I go whisper. I'm serious. Are you alright?
Momming.
I'm momming all the way to the thing to turn over right now and turn off. She's saying, Mom. And she like, come on, I got her. It's like, are you okay? You still love me? I'm gonna miss you. Okay. I'm gonna see you soon. Knowing you're 2 hours away from home, but just 2 hours. Yeah. But he's still my child. And even though when she's still in the house, but when she go like away, are you okay? Everything all right? Did you eat? You have breakfast? You got money? You got this? The same. It's all good. It does not turn. I did not understand that until I became a mom. Like I did not understand that despite everything, my mom was still being a mom. I'd be like, Mom, really? I'm good. Until I became a mom, and I'm like, you okay? You're good. She could be in her room, Jada. What, Mom? I just called your name. No, I just wanted to call your name. Even though I know she like right next to, I just wanted to call your name. So it's that mom don't never turn off despite everything that and I'll turn off. Yeah. Now, do you find it hard balancing between being your daughter's friend and a mom?
Yes. It absolutely can be challenging at times, but not in the way that you would think.
Right.
Because we've always been open and communicative and stuff on both sides for the most part. She knows boundaries. She knows right from wrong. We see a lot of things on the same ethical standpoint, stuff like that. So I've never really had issues, so to speak. She got an attitude like me. She got a hot head like me. She got it from me. At the end of the day, I can't be mad at nobody but me because that's where it came from. However, you know, I she knows I don't play. And when I don't play, there's certain things you're not gonna do. You're gonna carry yourself in a certain kind of way because you are a respectable female. So I don't have problems on that front, so to speak. So we joke and kid around, but at the end of the day, it's just schoolwork done. Let me see those grades. Do you got such and such and such and such? No, I don't think you should go out with that person because don't feel like it's definitely hard to balance, but not as much as some households.
Right.
Because the dividing of mother and friend was always there from the beginning. So we can joke and we can play around and kiki, but at the end of the day, I'm still mama. You are still kid, and there are certain lines you're not going to cross, and there's certain lines that I'm not. Right. We're going to be respectable and everything. And playtime is playtime, but mom time is just strong. Right. So,
I think for us, in the beginning, I was just strictly mom. Strictly, I did not. I was out every day. I am not your friend. I'm not, and then when I get mad, and I don't care to be your friend, like, you know, be serious. But and by the way, I don't care to be your friend. That's not what I was put to do. I am your mom. So it's for a long time. We went to like in my teenage years. Yeah, probably say about 17, 18. By 17, 18 is when that I was still mom, but the transition of now adding, okay, she's being a young woman now, and she's having wanting to go out and wanting to do stuff. So, that friendship started to, blossom. I mean, now we are friends. However, mom trumps it at all times. All the time. So, and then that's sometimes when we butt heads because we be in like laughing mode, and then she say something. I'll be like, hold up, what you want to do? She be forgetting where she at sometimes. And she talking at the mouth is either curse word or come or inappropriate word. I be like, God, did you just oh, my bad, mom. My bad. My bad. I forgot. So it's mom and friend, but it's still the boundaries of mom at the end of the day. We also got the code word, our code word comes with bear. So our code word is poo. That's for all the family, everybody family that's watching. That's national across the family. So they know if it's just one poo, it's just a warning, like, hey, be on alert. Be on alert. It's about to happen. When that two cuckoos come in, it's get the bags, let's go. Stuff going on. So and this is across the board the family. Like even the cousins, they'll be like, everybody just be like, is this just a cool? They be like, it's just a cool. Like, all right, you on alert, you on alert. But when those two cool, nobody get nobody. It's going like the said, it's going down, and it goes down seriously. So I think the friendship is there, but there's also boundaries that I am. I know. Do I gotta remind them? And I know this is mom and daughter. Sometimes I have to remind my son, like I am my mom. I know you have a child. I don't want to hear how that child was developed. I don't want to hear how that child gets to boundaries. I just want to believe the story brought you the baby. That's what I want to believe as a mom. Okay? So, but I don't have to worry about this because she's a rich auntie. She's a rich auntie. But that even though y'all are our friends, it's a boundary that we have to maintain. There is a status that when I walk in the door, they gotta know, oh, that's your mom. That is Don's mom. That's my daughter. So, and I think we have to, because at the end of the day, it has to be a point where if something happens, the first person they gonna say, go get their mom. Or it needs to be such a fear in that mom voice when Jada said, don't make me go get my mom. Or when you say, don't make me go get that, they gotta be fearful. Oh, no, because I don't know. I don't walked up in this girl high school too many times, pumped and ready. And how many times they have stopped me and go, Miss Anderson, it's okay. She's all right. We got her over here. It's all right. Let me take her to you. No, don't play with me. Like, I don't play when it comes to my children. It does not matter anymore. It does not matter. I don't play when it comes to my kids. So I think it's a boundary. I see her as a friend, but she's still my daughter. So she's friend, but don't play with me. I see her as my that's my friend. I don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. I mean, do y'all feel like it's hard to maintain the front?
I feel like it's kind of hard to maintain that balance because, like, in the athletic sometimes, me as a person, as a daughter, it's for me to understand, like, it's respect on both ends. Yeah. Sometimes we forget, like, yeah, we've been our own, we kiki, we laugh, and then sometimes I think I'm talking to my best friend or something. Like, I think I'm crying for my best friend. Like, I'll be having to bring tap in back to that. Like, I'm all right. All right. So I feel like sometimes it's hard, but, like she's, like Don said, like, have open communication to where y'all both understand, hey, it's a time and place for everything. Like, I don't even feel like this is my mom. This still my ride or die, but this is my mom at the end of the day. Yeah. I feel like I can say the same for that. But like on boundary level, I know how I talk to my friend and how I talk to my mom. And my friends know how they talk to my mom and how they talk to me. I can click. I can be out with my friend, talking to them, however, and that's my mom, and I'm like, that's my mom. There's a certain respect level, right? That's there. So I don't think I've ever struggled with friends. I always know, like, I can joke with her, like, we have our little times that I know, oh, I need to get together. Right. She doesn't get on it, I know. Right. So I feel like with that balance is like a 50-50. I feel like we did struggle with the balance between my mother and her because, like, when I was younger, it's like, woman, she was just my mother. So, like, me experiencing life through a different perspective than what she is seeing, it was like more so I didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand, like, what she was trying to tell me. And like, throughout my teenage years, she didn't really become my friend until, she's always been grow up so fast. So we didn't really understand what, like, they can talk at, so, like, do something, we didn't understand, we could still get. And so, like, I just said, like, the end of my teenage, that's when she more so became my friend. Because, like, we kind of more so had an understanding and why I kind of want to start understanding through her perspective. Because at the end, mom's always right.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're still living life. Yeah,
That's as you grow older and become your own woman, and you're realizing these points and things that you talked about with your mom as she becomes more, like you said, of your friend. That is beautiful. Not only are you guys growing the relationship amongst each other, but in all aspects. Because you feel like you can come to your mother and talk to her. You know when to give each other space at the same time. So I think, it's a little bit different for her because she's a little bit younger than you. I know it was coming. I know time's coming. It's coming. I know because I know myself and I know my attitude. So I know there will be times where as she gets a little bit older, we will butt heads a little bit more. But like I said, good thing we are raising our daughters to have open communication with us in all aspects. So I think it's good on both sides, whether no matter what time we started, quote, being friends, they, and we know what it is. We're all growing together, all of us.
Yeah. And I think that we got to get to a point where, it's definitely a different dynamic because, she's older, and so when we do hang out, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I ain't gonna lie. It's weird. Your turn up, and my turn up is like too. But your turn up used to be her turn up. Used to be mine. Her turn up, are different. So like when we do go out, it took her to become like around 18 for us to do social stuff together. So it was weird to go to a concert with her, to go to do stuff with her, and be still trying to get that mom, like, at the corner of my eye, like, over the buggy thing, but then on the aspect to understand that she is, she is open, she is dating, and, so it's different. In a whole new era. So it's different, moms. because, and I don't even know what it's gonna look like when they turn 21 because I don't know if I go to the bar and be like, wait, because my first thing I'll be like, what's that?
Like the shots getting it.
Well, some of them, I mean, she's at 21. So she's so pumped when she turned 21 because she feel like gonna take a shot.
You look bad shot.
You made me promise I'll take her to Vegas or to turn up. And that's the thing. Do you see the difference in this? When I turned 21, I called my mom like, Mom, are you ready to take me out? No. I was scared to tell my mom I wasn't a virgin when I got pregnant. And in my mind, I still was a virgin because I was like, Mom. And she'd be like, Aisha, stop it. But it was that innocence.
It's the times though, and I think a lot of it not only has to do with the times changing, but like you hinted on before, in this era of social everything, with social media, everything's so openly available, everybody shares everything, things that are going on, experiences, good, bad, or indifferent. We got away with a lot of stuff. Now everything's so much in front of your face now. So I think, at least we know how to balance and try to help them balance.
Right.
Between it all. So.
And I think some of the stuff, y'all generation is still doing the same thing we doing. It's just in another way. So sometimes I'll be like, I did that already. What are you doing?
I'm still mad. That's why we made the same mistake. Yeah. In a new way, y'all did it already.
Either we did it already, or I'll just be like, or she hates when I just say, I was just waiting for you to come tell me. Because I seen it always gonna happen, but I was like, I'm gonna be quiet because sometimes as moms, we have to let y'all learn. And even though I know like it could be that big thing, like she's about to trip over that rock. And I wanna move the rock, but I can't. Because I have to let y'all trip over so y'all will understand, hey, next time watch for the next rock. And I think even when it comes to like relationships and, even others, I say this all the time. You are young. Stop trying to be in a committed relationship. Live your life. That's one thing I can say. Live your life. I ain't never had no problem living my life then and in the 40s club. Ain't got no problem with my life now. Live your life. You don't have to be tied down in a relationship because there's so much stuff for y'all to experience and do. And tell them I say this every day. Say it to every day when she come to me and we talking about relationships and I'll be like, well, why are you tied down to that person? Like, go out there, be great. Mm-hmm. Be great. Enjoy life. Travel, do stuff. Don't be tied down to a person. But it's still as a mom, I gotta let you go through it. I see what's gonna happen, but I still gotta let them go through it. I have it. We're coming up on that. Okay. But it's more of her with her trying to raise me. Like, I need to whisper something. And I'm like, first of all, you're right. That's a lie. Second of all right. But at the same time, as a baby, I'm not worried about it. I'm not this, not that. But then again, I let you know that you are raising them right. Enough for them to be like, you talking about me? What you doing? Right. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you so that's why I don't talk like you like that. But we're doing. I think we're doing pretty good. I wouldn't say like it's more so being tied down to somebody. I would say it's experiencing like mom could always give you that motherly love. A father could always give you that father love. A friend could always give you that friend love. But I feel like as far as like romantic, I feel like it's also just experiencing it, not being. Mm-hmm. And I look at it being tied down because let me use a different word. I don't feel like in a 1921. I feel like you should be in a committed relationship because you should be out there having. We just want you guys to be able to explore yourselves, explore what you want, what you need out of life, what you're going to accomplish in your next steps. There's always going to be room for that romantic. Right. You're going to come in contact with people, good, bad, or indifferent. But we want you guys to be comfortable in your skin. So when you do find that romantic love, you're not reliable on that person. Your confidence is not coming from that identity.
And it's from the fulfillment of the person sitting next to you. Right. And when it's hard to describe that our way, be careful of that person. And you don't you know, there's always tell you right it's betterment of understanding and valuing yourself and not getting your self worth from another individual. And you know, there's other stuff tied up with that, and sex and this and that. So it's all together. You know, it's not us trying to keep you guys from having committed relationships. It's to say, hey, when we were growing up, we were so desperate for love at times that we handled things that we shouldn't have, that we took disrespect that, you know, we didn't deserve. We, you know, dove in for love for all the wrong things to feel wanted, to feel inspired, to feel touched when at the end of the day, that's supposed to be coming from ourselves so that when we come in contact with these people that are not good for us, we're aware, okay, do I like this person for them or do I like this person for how they make me feel? Am I looking for this person to complete me or are they happen together? So it's hard to explain that to you guys. So sometimes it may come across as saying, don't do it, but it's all the things that I just listed in that statement when I'm talking to you guys about relationships. And that's because we've been there. We've been in a bad one. We've been, you know, perhaps in a first, you know, abusive ones in all shapes and forms, not just us, sisters, friends, and other family members. So just because you may have not have witnessed these things, those are the things that are going to come up when you guys start having serious relationships. I just turned 40 years old, and within the last 3 years, I've learned so much about myself that I feel like in a way I should have known. But now that I do know, I'll be damned if I'm going to gatekeep and not let her know, hey, listen, do this work before you just try to do this. You know, so it's
And then it's in that moment as moms that we have to be vulnerable to you guys. We have to be able to. We got to step out of that strong mom role because we wear that strong mom role 24/7, and now we have to come out of it and be like, hey. Now I got to tell you the reason why I'm saying this. It's one thing to say, don't do that. Don't talk to that person. Now I got to be vulnerable and be like, hey, when I was guy, this is what happened. This is how he treated me. This is what he said to me. This is what I didn't like. And so it puts me in a vulnerable spot. But I have to do it so you would know that, hey, I don't want to feel the way my mom felt, or I don't want to be that type of woman or person in that relationship. So, you know, as a mom, we struggle with that part. We struggle
because we're growing just as much. We're still learning. We are still learning regardless of age. So remember that when sometimes we get flustered into talking to you guys or sometimes we have to catch ourselves, it's because we're doing this for the first time too. This is just only our original lives. So we have to wing it and mix things together and in a way that you guys can understand to know why we say and do the things that we do for you guys.
So as daughters, do you guys trust us with your secrets?
I feel like as daughters, I feel like we trust out with our secrets, but I feel like we also have to build that trust as we're over a lot of communication because it could be an instant where like we tell you your secret, but then you might go and tell a family member our secret. Then I feel like okay, then I feel like you violate my trust because I done told you something. Now you done told another family member. Even though that's still family, but I trusted in you to know to like keep it to yourself.
Right.
Yeah. I think the same thing. Like I know with my mom, she loves to go tell my grandma some stuff that I tell her. Not everything, but like obviously there's point where she goes and tells my grandma. And it's like before I go and tell her things, like I think should I tell her to keep it to herself or is it gonna be something where she needs to tell somebody else? Right. Usually that becomes a time where it either affects my safety or somebody else, you know? And I can understand it at that standpoint. But I also feel like with some things, I know I don't want anything my mom. But with some things, there is points where I don't need to tell my mom. Like, especially secrets that aren't mine. You know, my best friend told me something, and I'm like, well, other people. And I think that with my mom going to tell my grandma, I have to think about it from the view that she's telling her mom too. She's finding this information out from her daughter, and she's like, "Oh, well, I have my mom, so I'm gonna go to her and tell her and see what she thinks about it." And along with that, when I tell her stuff, I have to take into consideration if when we get in an argument, she's gonna pull that back out. You know, I don't want to be arguing with her, and then she'd be like, "Oh, well, you said blah 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 blah," and it's like, wow. Cannot tell her anything else, you know. But luckily, we don't. Yeah, we don't play that. Worry about that. But just saying for other moms, people do go right. So I think that's something to think about.
I feel like from another perspective, it's hard for me to tell my mom myself because if I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do, I'm not going to tell my mom that I just did something out of respect for her, and then I know her reaction. Like I know what she gonna say. Like I know is that really what she gonna say in that moment. Sometimes I won't tell her. And then, like you said, like if I tell her, is she gonna say back to you in an argument, and then I'm gonna be feeling hurt that you threw that back in my face. That I trusted you with something. Like I feel like when me and my mom when we got into arguments we kind of did that in a sense. Like we used to throw like our secrets or something that we told each other, like we confided into each other back in the argument, and that's where the hurt came in. That's where the anger came in because our intention was to hurt each other instead of communicating with each other.
And now, I think now we feel a little bit more comfortable telling each other. But as a mom, I ain't tell all my secrets. Right. As a daughter, you'll tell them all. Gotta have boundaries. Now I can't tell her everything, but I laugh because even my mom is one we always knew. We was to tell my mom something. Oh, she'll go back and tell my aunt Esther. And like our family, so everybody has to know. Like you literally have to say, "Mom, don't tell nobody. I'm just telling you." For her to be like, and then I think it's still at the end of the day, she probably still told my dad. Like it was a bit. She probably auntie, and then I don't tell them everything. Like it really depends. It's more so safety. But sometimes is because sometimes I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what advice to give. I don't know. Like so I do sometimes have to seek that guidance from somebody. Like when hey this is what was shared. I don't know what to say, and they have to guide me. They're quick to be like, oh, she's not talking, she processing stuff, and she had to learn that from me because she would think that I would be ignoring her, and it would make her more mad. But in a way, as I got older, I had to learn not to say stuff, and I had to process it. And it may take me like a day or two. Then I'll come and be like, Jada, come in the room, and then we're gonna talk. And I think she learned that more so now than back then.
Like I display like my mom habits when it comes to like relationship. Why now? Because as she takes time to process now, say if I'm like me and the person we miscommunicate now, I take time to process. But they see that I'm not communicating, but we're really trying to take time to process everything. So I get my emotions together, so I won't talk, so I can talk and communicate with the intention to understand, rather than talk out of emotion.
Right. So it's just been such an honor to share this platform with you guys. And a proud moment. As mom, we are proud of you guys. And, you know, I tell my children all this, I'm like, I brag. Follow me, I brag to all three of my children. I even down to Araya. I brag because I am truly can say as a mom, I am so proud of all my kids. So proud of like who y'all becoming and try not to cry. What y'all doing? Such a warhead done. You know, just saying saying and what y'all doing. I'm just super duper proud. So I think for my ending, and then I'll give each one of y'all time. My ending it would be encouragement to moms out there that sometimes it may feel like, you know, we're not doing the right thing. It may feel like the walls are or you know, may question, are we raising our children the right way? Did we say the right thing? But at the end of the day, they are our babies. And one thing if I wish that I can change, that I wish I would have started earlier, would be to be more vulnerable back then than I am now. It took years because I was in mom mode, single mom mode. I was that single mom that overcompensated for everything. My children been having extravagance and birthdays since they was three. So I was in that single mom mode. I wish if I can go back and tell my younger mom self, I would say it's okay to take that breath. It's okay to be vulnerable with your children. But, but in the same breath, I think that, in a way, I guess it was good because it brought us to where I'm now. To have that open relationship with both my kids. Still mom, but we're friends. We always have separated. So my encouragement to mom, still being a mom. Be a mom, be great, love your kids, set those boundaries. It's okay to cry. It's okay to seek help. You don't have to be super mom. You don't have to be superwoman. And when your kids get to an age and they want to know and they want to understand, communicate that to them. Don't hold that in. Let them know that despite of mommy still got it, despite of daddy still got it because there's single dads out there, despite of, and just always be an encouragement. Always show your kids it does not matter what age, you can still do it. I am 43 and I'm in my master's program. I have a job. I own a student. Show your kids in whatever aspect that you come. And this is water, so don't call social service on but whatever aspect that show kids that not only do you love them, but they can be great. So
Agreed. I absolutely 100% agree. And I think a lot of times as parents, we just focus so much on our kids and day-to-day operations and life be life. Okay. So I think it's really important to, aside from being strong moms that wake up every day and put everything aside and put on a great face, for our kids, it's important to live life, like you said, communicate with your children, keep those, open lines so that things can grow and develop and they'll be able to come to you, which in turn gives you the extra boost of confidence as a parent to know that you're doing something right back, and to be proud of yourself and proud of yourself because that's a big key.
exactly.
So all the daughters out there, I want to say that even if you feel like your mother and relationship will never get nowhere, if you feel like the bridge have already burned, I just have faith that y'all can always communicate that to always come back to that. At the end of the day, that is your mom. And I feel like even if you feel like your mom don't understand you, just remember that it's her first time living too, and that y'all can always just take time to know each other. It's never too late to build that relationship again. It's never too late. And so I do something that's hurting, that's suffering from depression, suffering from anxiety. It's okay to get out, to get help. And it's just okay just to live life the way you want it. But just know that your mom always got your back and always have good intentions for you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, she said like everything. But closing out, I think that to all the daughters, definitely know that you're not alone. Know that there's somebody out there going through the same exact thing you are, if not worse or better. Know that your mom is your mom and obviously your friend, but your mom first and foremost. But yeah, I think that it's also mom's first time living, and we have to understand that. And yeah.
And you can hang out with your mom. It's okay, but don't do too much.
Boundaries.
Don't do too much.
Y'all just let's take our butt together.
Where you think you got it from, don't you?
Y'all ain't better than us, though.
I mean, listen, that's back since a couple of decades. Okay,
Don't do that. We had juvenile. Come on. We had juvenile. What's that? Just got Cardi B. Whatever. Don't do too much. Set those boundaries. Sexy Red. All them other people. It's okay. But guys, moms, if nobody did not say that they love you, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us on this amazing proud mom and proud and thank you so much. Until next time, please like and subscribe us on all social media platforms. So please like and subscribe to the Lifestyle Network. Until next week, guys. We'll see you. Bye bye. Say bye bye.